The Clippers are the #1 threat to the Golden State Warriors. I don't care what anybody say. With a healthy Kawhi Leonard, a healthy Paul George, John Wall, who hasn't been playing over the last 2 years. If anybody got fresh legs, it's that brother. He ain't got no problems health-wise now. That brother right there, you got a starting point guard with the crew they've got, with one of the best coaches on the planet in Ty Lue. I think they got a Terrence Mann in the crew. They got a crew. The Clippers cannot be ignored, and the Clippers, to me, are the #1 threat to the Golden State Warriors.
He finally took the floor as the Clippers, they faced off against the Blazers in Seattle. Also, the return of Damian Lillard. There he is. Kawhi Leonard, we got to see him in the first half. That's when Ty Lue decided to play his starters in this game in Seattle, Rich.
Yeah, look, getting Kawhi back, you got Dame Lillard back. I just am glad to see him on the floor, and I know a lot of people are picking the Clippers as that sneaky pick, a sneaky favorite to win a championship. I'm sorry. I still am one of those people that believe that Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers, they have something to prove before I start saying that they are an NBA contender.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're talking about people like me who have them in the Western Conference Finals right now.
Yes, 100%.
I have them there, Malika, right now.
Well, particularly when they have John Wall and he's healthy, when they have Paul George playing the way he was, then you can see Damian Lillard, he is not afraid to hit the floor, getting back up to Dame speed on Dame time.
It's great to see Dame back. When he's healthy, he's one of the top players in the league. But again, Kawhi Leonard, he's going to drive the championship aspirations of the Clippers.
Well, particularly when Reggie Jackson is dishing and diving like that, and you can have a finisher. And look who loves it. It's Steve Ballmer. I'm not even going to try to do a Steve Ballmer impression because I don't have the energy that he does. I mean, what the Clippers were doing last night, it seems like Clippers fans, I'm with Jalen, they should feel pretty good heading into the season. But let's see how they felt after the game.
I mean, the body feels good. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to be playing 35 minutes, 38 minutes to start. So it's going to be a little shaky early, probably. But like I said, it's a journey, it's a process. So, and that's what I'm about.
Back here with Jalen, Richard, and welcoming in Zach Lowe. So, Zach, let's start with you here. What was your first impression of seeing Kawhi Leonard last night?
Did Richard say they're a sneaky contender to make
low.
the finals? RJ,
Get low.
there is nothing sneaky about the Los Angeles Clippers. Kawhi Leonard looked pretty much like Kawhi Leonard. This is the deepest team in the NBA, and I've said it before. This is the biggest year in the history of the Clippers franchise. This is year 4 of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. It feels like yesterday that the literal earthquake happened upon the signing. It's year 4. They already broke the Clippers' curse of getting through the conference finals. That monkey's off their back. It's time, and I don't think there's anything sneaky about them. I think Clippers, Warriors, Nuggets are the class of the West. Any of those 3 teams and several others have a shot too. Suns, Wolves, Mavs, on and on. But those 3, I think, start at the top. And the Clippers, they can go 5 out. They can switch everything. They've got shooting and defense galore. If it's not this year, when is it going to be?
I don't know when it's going to be, but this is why I'm a little apprehensive about saying the Clippers are my favorite. I'm going to go down the list. 1, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, they were both on that team that was down, that was up 3-1. And ultimately, we talked about Paul George and how his poor performance. Kawhi Leonard was there also. Then when we talk about, look, they have a 2-time Finals MVP. Well, we've seen other Finals MVPs be criticized, and I'm not trying to criticize Kawhi Leonard by any means. This man is an all-time great. But he was not the #1 guy on that San Antonio team. Fast forward to Toronto. He had one of the most epic runs that you could ever have as a player. And if it wasn't for 2 of the 75 greatest NBA players of all time, and yes, I'm including Klay Thompson in the 75 greatest, I don't think that they win. So that's not to minimize his accomplishments. It's to say that as a leader, from start to finish, in my opinion, Kawhi Leonard has not led a team through an entire postseason. And on top of it, his health. That is something that I am personally concerned about and I'm wishing positive for. But there's just too many of those little things that when I look at this Clipper organization, I still think that they have to prove something to me, and that's players on down.
Zach, I know that I could see you in a side monitor waving your hands at the things that Richard was saying. How do you feel about that?
You know, we're talking about the 2014 Spurs We're talking about the bubble still. The Clippers didn't want to be in the bubble. The bubble's over. RJ's right. The bubble was embarrassing. What happened to them there was embarrassing. It's a whole different team. We're going to sit here and discredit. Kawhi Leonard's never led a team to a championship? What are we doing, man? Did you see it? Yeah, I know Durant got hurt and Klay Thompson got hurt. The Warriors weren't the Warriors, the super team Warriors anymore. You see what that dude did against Philly in the playoffs, against Golden State in the playoffs, against the Bucks in the playoffs, against Dallas and Luka in the playoffs. I know those were first round series against Dallas. This guy is an absolute killer. If he's healthy, they're as good as anyone in the NBA.
And he played for Steve Fisher in San Diego State. Let me just tell you something,
Of
Richard.
course, obviously.
You proceed to say why you're not doubting Kawhi, but then you give all of the reasons why you're doubting Kawhi.
I said something
Okay. All right, hold on. You question him as a leader. You said he wasn't the guy for the Spurs. You said he only won because of the two of the top 75 weren't playing. And then you said they lost a 3-1 lead in the bubble. The past don't matter.
Okay.
When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, he one of the top 3 players in the game.
Agreed.
The last time I was on the show, we did a list of who's the best players, and he was like 12th. That was a joke. Kawhi Leonard is the only player besides Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon to be Defensive Player of the Year and Finals MVP, Richard Jefferson. He's back healthy, and they're deeper. Covington, Powell, PG. He don't have to play 82 games. John Wall motivated.
We know Kawhi's not going to play 82.
Ty Lue on the sideline.
Kawhi's not going to play 70 games, and that's
He doesn't need to.
Oh, okay.
He won't need to.
Well, the Clippers need to. The Clippers need that type of force. In my opinion, you need an 82-game season. Not 82. I'm talking about like playing. I'm talking about that type of focus from their entire organization for 82 to finish in the top 1, 2, or 3 and make sure that they have home court. And then they have to be healthy and playing well down the stretch. To me, there's just a lot more questions before.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Jag from Jaggy Sports again. October the 4th, 2022. Looks like Stephen A. Smith off ESPN is a secret subscriber to Jaggy Sports, because yesterday I said the exact same thing that he said on his on ESPN First Take today, right? So I'll reiterate what I said yesterday and what Stephen A. Smith is copying me today. He is saying that they are one of the favorites to come out of the West, right? The biggest threat to the Golden State Warriors, yeah, I get that part. You have Memphis Grizzlies, Denver Nuggets last night. Jamal Murray came back, and they're just picking up steam here and there. But you know, you have a lot of other good teams. Minnesota Timberwolves. I'd like to see what happens with Big Cat and Rudy Gobert, and obviously Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell on that front. But you know, the Lakers, if they ever get their act together and start playing well under Darvin Ham, but a legit roster that is built right now is A, Golden State Warriors, B, the Memphis Grizzlies, who need a little bit more veteran leadership, and C, the LA Clippers, right? I don't believe in Phoenix Suns anymore because they obviously have a lot of trouble in Phoenix right now. The whole Robert Sarver thing, DeAndre Ayton is mad at Monty Williams. They lost their preseason game against the 36ers, I guess. And, you know, if they get their act together, then yeah, they can be a threat, for sure. But you know, LA Clippers, right now they're fully healthy. And a fully healthy Kawhi Leonard and a fully healthy LA Clippers team, including Paul George, is very scary. Is very scary for the entire Western Conference and most likely the entire NBA. Just wait till they go up against the Nets. Wait till they go up against the Golden State Warriors. Wait till they go up against the Bucks. the 76ers, right? 76ers can be like a legit threat as well, because last night they never played any of their starters and Tyrese Maxey went off. You know, Tyrese Maxey is a superstar in the making, but that's another that's another segment for another show. But regardless, Clippers, I'm going to ask you guys, right? You guys saw the clip right now. You guys saw how Stephen A. Smith is basically saying what I said yesterday. They're the biggest threat to knock off the Warriors. Do you agree with Stephen A. Smith? And do you agree with me saying that the Warriors have a big challenge on their hands and they are called the Clippers? Leave a comment in the comment section and tell me what you guys think. Can the Clippers knock off can the Clippers knock off the Golden State Warriors and actually make the finals this year or in 2023? Leave a comment in the comment section, you know, like, hit subscribe, whatever you want to do. But regardless, give me your opinion on this topic, right? Forget the past. Forget whatever happened with Kawhi Leonard. Forget the load management. Obviously, he is going to do that this year, right? He's coming off the ACL tear. But forget all that, right? I just want to know right now, with this fully healthy Clippers team, can the Clippers knock off the Golden State Warriors if it came down to the Western Conference Finals, right? Could they knock off the Golden State Warriors and make the finals? And I'll go a little bit farther. If they make the finals, will they beat whoever is in the finals? Will they beat the Celtics? Will they beat the Nets, the Sixers, the Heat, the Bucks? I'm probably missing another couple teams here and there, but can they actually make the finals? And can they actually win the finals? Leave a comment in the comment section. Jag from Jaggy Sports.